Hi, my name is Divij Roopchand, and my film Mast Qalandar was my graduation film from London Film School, a graduation short film. It's a coming of age story about a boy and his rebellion, and I hope you enjoy it. Um, because I've grown up in India my whole life, and then I've studied in film school in London, and I was fortunate enough to have you know, experience the West a little bit, and I was fascinated with the idea of a sort of culture clash, as in when young kids grow up in India and they're exposed to the Western way and culture and how that sort of affects them and how it changes them in certain ways. I've been fascinated with this theme and this idea. Um, and another thing that inspired me actually was an article that I read in a British newspaper about a mother whose teenage son had tattooed himself. And after that, how she couldn't relate to him as her son anymore, and that fascinated me. And I sort of just worked the two things around, and something just clicked, and I thought of this. I hope you enjoy it. I think one of the biggest challenges was casting, finding the boy to be able to play it because the trouble I ran into quite a bit was when you're working with child actors. I mean, as amazing as that experience is, and it's a learning experience, especially I thought for someone just out of film school and wanting to get better. It was kind of hard for them to or to find someone who was okay with playing somewhat of an anti-hero, because with children what you would expect, especially at 12, 13, when you're working with them, is everyone wants to be a hero at that age. And I was so fortunate enough to find Muhammad Samad, who's I think he's made the film possible in just the way I had written it, and he got that energy into it because he understood this, and he's such a smart, intelligent young actor. And I think that was one of the hardest things. It took a really long time to find him, but when we did, I was very confident that we'd be able to get what we were looking for. That was one of the many challenges, but I would say that was one of the bigger ones because it shaped the film probably the most. That's a bit hard for me to answer because I think it's good. My intention was to just portray life of somebody growing up in India, and the different challenges and ideas and things that they uh, deal with. And yeah, so maybe just and I guess also I've had people from both sides of the spectrum, people talking about what they wanted to do when they were young, which sort of took them back to that age in their life. And also mothers, tell or parents or this, people who have to deal with the other side of it. So it's been interesting. I mean, I think just take away this, the fact that, this, just about a boy and his life in India, you know, that's it. Um, the filmmaking process was really enjoyable and a big learning experience for me because I had been in film school for 2.5 years before that, and then to come back to India and work with an Indian crew mixed in with some of the people from film school who were really instrumental in making this film. It was a big learning experience for me to merge the two worlds, sort of like the film in itself. So that was a really challenging, fun experience. I think I've learned a lot, and I hope that you see that in future work. I can build on this and just hopefully do better stuff.